Okay, seriously? Why did I do that? Oh, this is painful.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo.
Oh,
got me coming
that
back
hurts
for more,
so bad.
Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. Don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. Don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me. My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he snaps me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel that's so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. Don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. Don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. Which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. Don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. Don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit.
All right, guys, here's where it all started. I had a couple technical issues here. I don't have this footage. I do, however, have all of the other games. Suffice it to say, I got pretty destroyed in these games. 0-6, 9-12, 12-13, and this one I actually had to quit for various reasons. And then it got crazy for me. 19-12. 19-16, and then 27, 10 and 0. This is my highest single kill game ever. Then I went 24 and 10, then 23 and 11, 17 and 11, 16 and 15, 23 and 15. Had a couple games here where guys were really on it with shotguns. Then 7 and 4, 21 and 12, 17 and 12, 18 and 17, 15 and 9, 13 and 10. I am a 1.05 lifetime KD player. I actually started this challenge, I think at 1.0 or 1.01. And you can see here over the last 25 games, I've run a 1.31 KD and then a 1.16 KD. So I stopped shooting and I actually got better. Kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, absolutely unreal. Future James, put up the math here on what your KD was over this exact challenge, because it's actually a bit less than 25 games. And then let's go quickly to the build portion. The number one exotic you want to use for this build, in my opinion, is the ACDO Feedback Fence Gauntlets. It has Fury Conductors, which are melee hits grant armor charge, which armor charge is tough to get in PvP. And when you're just punching people, this is pretty awesome. And you take less melee damage while you have armor charge. Anytime you're up close, you're almost always going to win the engagement. And then taking melee damage causes you to emit a burst of damaging arc energy that jolts targets, which is also awesome, consuming your armor charge and dealing more damage based on the number of stacks consumed. So this is absolutely sick. I've got a bunch of mods here like momentum transfer and impact induction. And then I've got an extra resilience mod, which is completely useless. I did not optimize this build 100%. I would say utilize things that, interact with armor charge and anything that can charge up your melee. So you want to prioritize things like strength, right? Which I've got at 86. I could do a little bit better on this build. Don't hate me for the 107. I'm a busy guy. And then over in this slot here, you could probably put like Vigilance Wing or something. I'll flash a graphic up because I don't have it in my inventory. But essentially when other people die, you get benefits from it, which could be useful in this build. And then here is the actual build itself. Aspects, we're going to use Juggernaut with full class ability energy, and after sprinting for a short time, you gain a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. That's going to allow you to close the gap a lot easier. When the frontal shield breaks, your class ability energy is depleted. And then I've got, for class ability, I've got Thruster just to try and get myself out of tough situations, get a little bit of speed boost in one direction or the other. And then Knockout, critically wounding a target or breaking their shield, infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage for a short time. Defeating targets with melee attacks makes you amplified, which I have to say has got to be one of the funnest things to be in this entire game, especially in PvP, and especially when you're only punching, because you get so fast and you just charge around and you flank people. And especially in non-competitive PvP, like you would never want to do this in trials or something, but in 6-on-6 non-competitive, people just do not compensate for how fast you're moving. They're never ready. You're always punching them in the back. You're always flanking them. They have no idea where you are. And so being amplified just feels so amazing. And then defeating more powerful combatants increases the amount of health restored. And it's just, yeah, it's absolutely sick. And then we go down to fragments here. I'm using, grenade. I'm not using a grenade. You have greatly increased resilience, recovery, and mobility while sprinting. And then Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. I looked this up. It does apply in PvP. Combatants doesn't only mean PvE enemies. It's so silly how they just can't have this straight for people, but I did go and research it just to make sure. And then Spark of Instinct, while critically wounded, taking damage emits a burst of damaging arc energy that jolts targets. Again, you're going to be close, you're going to be getting low on health, and you're going to be jolting people all over the place. And then last, Spark of Feedback. Taking melee damage briefly increases your outgoing melee damage. And recently, Titans just got a buff to melee damage anyways. So again, this is just absolutely sick, and you're going to be punching harder than anybody else. Thanks so much for watching. I have all of the uncut footage so that anybody can go and watch it. I'm going to put a link in the description, and I'm going to put a link in the pinned comment so that you can go and you can watch everything as it unfolded. One of the funnest challenges I've ever done in my life. I absolutely loved it. Hope you loved it too. If you did, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you.